And so we're staying a while longer on the ongoing strike by medical doctors. We'll cross over to Kumasi, specifically the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital, where my colleague Evans Inkum has been monitoring developments there.
Cases at the OPD are not being taken care of. I mean, we all heard the story of Agnes, the sad story about her son, which we played to you a couple of minutes ago. But that is the situation on the ground. Komfanochi Teaching Hospital, I'm talking about the doctors here, are not attending to emergency cases. But let me give you a clear picture as to the number of cases that come here on daily basis. I'm sure you will understand me better as to how dire the situation has gravitated to. Now, at a specialist OPD, on the average, we record as many as 687 attendants at the polyclinic, which is now the family and medicine unit. 189 daily cases come to that particular unit. Admissions here is around 111 daily, and then emergency admissions is also 67. That is on daily basis. And now from the accident and emergency units here, no case is being attended to as far as the industrial action by the GMA is concerned. Let me speak to Dr. Edesquakon. He is a specialist gynecologist and obstetrician here at the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital. Doc, very terrible.
Yes, good afternoon to your viewers. And as you rightly said, the Ghana Medical Association's highest decision-making body, that's the annual general conference, gave a mandate to the national executives to follow a roadmap towards total resignation. And the stage where we have gotten to is the activation of withdrawal of emergency service. So I think the council is following what the mandate of the people, and accordingly, emergency services have been withdrawn as according to the timetable.
So, Doc, how does it feel like looking straight into the eyes of a dying person and then telling that person that I cannot take care of your medical condition because of the situation I find myself in at the moment? A couple of minutes ago, we all witnessed what happened to Agnes and her son.
Yeah, I think with the greatest of respect, we are trained to save lives. We are trying to look after lives, and no doctor will be comfortable and stand aloof that lives will be lost. I think the case is not as you put it. Look, if doctors eventually resign from the public service, there is space in the private service sector for them to work, and services are available, except that the situation we have on our hand is such that doctors are paid by the public sector, and we have conditions of service that have not been fulfilled over a long period. They have not been written down and signed so that it is mandatory. There's always space in the private sector. I don't think that you are aware. Last year we did a story together where there was an emergency. It was seen, operated, and the person is alive. And there was a testimony to that. So no doctor will look on. There's space in the private sector. I wish that negotiations have not broken down entirely. I wish that government will play its part, doctors will play their part, so that we finish this discussion and then work resumes normally.
Well, and the big question we are asking is how many people will be able to afford the private health facilities. I'm talking about the cash and carry system over there. But in the case of Kumasi, the situation is very terrible because if you come to the Ashanti region, we don't have the likes of the 37 military hospital or the Kumasi police hospital that can serve as an alternative health facilities in case there's a total shutdown of our operation as far as the Komfanochi Teaching Hospital is concerned. And one thing that also kind of has become a dicey situation as far as Komfanochi Teaching Hospital is concerned among the doctors is the fact that some of the doctors are managers at some units. So in this era of industrial action, they find themselves in a very tight position because every year they are to present a report as to what they were able to achieve. So if you are a manager at a particular unit, the difficulty is that you are drawn between two lines, either to partake in the industrial action or to continue working so that you have something fruitful to present at the end of the year as your work output. That is quite a situation, but we will still try and do more investigation into this particular development and then see what is actually happening at the Confanochi Teaching Hospital. But the only thing I can tell you, Pa, is that the only unit that is perhaps giving some partial treatment to or partial attendance to emergency cases is the pediatrician. That is the
pediatric emergency unit.
That the pediatric emergency unit. That is where the children's were. Well, they are actually giving some care to the patient or the clients there. So, Doc.
Yes, I'd like to make an appeal on national TV. First, I would like to appeal to government that negotiations have not broken down. Indeed, truth be told, they left the negotiating table. We are still sitting and waiting for them. I'd like to make an appeal to our rank and file that it is possible even to have regional resolutions sent to the National Executive Council so that they make some compromises when negotiations begin. I think these ones will suffice. Let's come back and work. All of us want to work in the interest of the public.
All right. So that is Dr. Enesquakon. Thanks so much, Doc, for speaking to us on Midday Live. And his closing statement, all of them are willing to work. Negotiation must continue. My name is William Evans Sinkum, coming to you live from the Accident and Emergency Unit here at the Confanochi Teaching Hospital. We go back to studios and join Pa Kwesi for more on Midday Live. Over to you, Pa.
Thank you very much, Evans Inkum, with the very latest updates coming in from the Confanochi Teaching Hospital in Kumasi.